Hey, welcome to our Better Together. Today is August 18th, and today I wanted to, we have an amazing speaker, Stacy Cathcart, who's going to talk. But first, I want to just say a few updates on what we have going on this week. If you haven't checked out the news tab, please do. There's a lot of information that is dropping. Also, we have a lot coming Monday. So Monday, the new clearance section will be added, so there will be a lot in there. We also have the mini fan mini fan diffusers licensed, the old ones on sale. So go check that out. I posted it on our Heaven Sent team page. It's also on the news tab. It is not the one with lights. I've had a few people already ask me. It is the older ones without lights, but they are on sale. And then we also have, they just announced the night before Christmas specials going on. And those are some pretty freaking amazing deals that they are doing. They're letting them out of the box. And not only that, they will be on huge sales. So out of the vault. So wanted to update on that. Got a lot going on Monday, and keep checking that news tab. There's more to come. Reminder that the Cinderella Castle's redemptions will start on the 29th of August. So we got a lot going on in the next week. Now, first we're gonna have Stacy talk. Stacy always has amazing PRV. She is a rock star and is just amazing. And one thing she was saying that she does really well, and one way that she gets a lot of PRV, is her mystery bags. So she is here to share with all of us how she does that, and I will let her take over and go over all of that. So let's put Stacy on as the speaker. I'm going to put you right in there as the speaker. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to hold you as the speaker spot. Let me figure out how to do that. And then go ahead and start talking. Thank you, Stacy, for coming.
Thank you. Hi, guys. I actually have a PowerPoint. So if you want to get your phones out, I know this is recorded, but taking snapshots and having it readily available when you try to do this is very helpful. So I'm going to share my screen. I see where to do that. Okay. And I'm going to minimize you guys. All right. So I'm going to take questions at the end. I'm just going to kind of go through my PowerPoint, and then if anybody has questions at the end, I can answer any of those. But I have been a consultant for 6 years. I'm a star consultant, and I'm trying really hard for this incentive in getting our promotion. So this has really helped. I've been doing it for the last 3 years. September will be my anniversary of doing it for 3 years. So some people do it differently than I do. Take it with a grain of salt. Talking about that, look to others for examples. There's so many really good people who do these mystery bags. There's also a Facebook group for mystery bags itself. Look to others. I mean, don't just stumble upon it. There are very, very creative people out there. Don't reinvent the wheel. I mean, my very first one I used is going to be on the next slide. It's just a very basic graph and straightforward, simple plan. It takes some organization though. So if you are kind of a mess, which some of us are hot messes at times, this takes organization. So pre-warn you. So look for examples for consultants, keep it simple and basic. Look for those groups out there on Facebook because they have so many cute ideas and pictures, and you can grab those and just try to do it yourself. And then I start them a month prior to the month so for September's, I was doing them in August. So if that makes sense, because Dollar Tree has so many things out months and months prior to the holiday. You want to start buying ahead of time. So this is the graph that I first started doing it with. Keep in mind that the 25 is different because of our mini warmers have gone up in price. And because I did 25, it was the warmer, which was a $20 warmer, and wax and some goodies in there. But you can see where this person, because this, I am not taking credit for this. This is my first ever graph trying to figure out how to do these. She put this in a really good graph to figure out how to place your orders on the workstation. So if you want to take a picture of this, I know it's recorded, but take a picture of this. Keep in mind, yes, our mini warmers are going to be 25, but this is how you put in your workstation, how to have a $200 right out of the bat party just with your mystery bags. You have 10 people sign up, and this is going to be how you put it in. So please be aware of the outdated prices. And then don't forget about your half off and your perpetual reward. You are taking that yourself because this is your party. And then make sure you have a tally of what you are spending in each bag. You don't want to over put someone in, like the 35 is kind of pushing it, where this is retail value. So you want to keep it to a 25 plus tax mystery bag. So I kind of changed this up because it was pushing that money. You are getting you're getting profit from this because you are getting the half off of perpetual reward, but keep in mind, you don't want to go over a retail value of what you are charging those people plus tax. And then you'll later see in my presentation that how I have evolved from this graph to what I do now. It's going to be last February's. And so tips, definitely post or advertise your mystery bag the month prior. You want to get these people hooked the month prior and get that money at the end of the month so you know that they are doing these mystery bags. You don't want people to back out at the last minute and then be stuck with product, especially if you're starting out. If you have product in hand, it's a good mover. Like you can move old product like the Island collections, Island Day collection. You can get that out if you don't want to keep holding it on to that. When advertising, make sure that they know that each bag is different. I personally do different bags for different numbers, and we'll get to that here in a second. Some people, like the cleaning bags, we're doing a set price and then they know exactly what is in it. You get the cleaning product, clean bathroom, the counter clean, you know, you could see what was in that bag. These are mystery. People love a mystery, so keep them a mystery. And that helps you in the long run because you might be scattered and be like, I don't know what I'm doing this month. So if you give them like, this is what's going to be in the bag, it sets you up to be like, I have to set that bag up this way. This is kind of give you a little leeway. You can change it up every month, and it helps with your customers because they don't know what they're getting every month. So September bags, I'm doing for August 1st. I had all 10 bags filled on August 3rd, I believe. So prior to when you're getting started, have them pick numbers. People are grabbing at numbers and want a certain number because it's a lucky number for them or whatnot. It makes it kind of a game to where, oh, number 3 is gone, I want number 9, or you know, it's kind of like a it's people are competitive. Let's just say it that. So starting the month prior, you'll get how many people are signed up and how many to shop for. You might start out and you only have 8 people. Shop for 8 people and do it that way. Shoot for 10, push, follow up, but you might get 8 people just interested. Shop for that 8 people. You can gauge how many and what to put in those bags. If you have customers who always get wax and warmers, try different lines for them because they would never purchase a laundry from you. They're always doing wax and warmers. So try something new for them. It will get them out of their little bubble. Make sure when you advertise that they know each number is different. Like I said, each bag, when I do them, is different. Each number is different. And whoever picks that number is guaranteed that number. So you're not changing it around, and they know that they're getting it. So also change what you have in your bags and numbers every month. There's certain people, like I said, that pick 3. They'll return to you and be like, I love these mystery bags. I want 3 every single month. Well, if you have a wax and warmer in your number 3 spot, you don't want to give them a wax and warmer every single time. They'll figure it out. They're smart. They'll figure it out. So change what you have in your bag each month and start. They'll figure out what is in each number. Sometimes you get customers that are loving the theme and just want to do September, October, November, and December. And I have people who do that and I cater to them. If I have over 10 people, I'll be like, okay, I understand. I'll put you in number 11, and just kind of be like, oh, all right, you want a mystery bag, that's fine, but all the numbers have been chosen for this next month. It's however you want to do it. If you want to keep it 10 bags, keep it 10 bags and have it exclusive. Sorry, next month, I have all the open numbers, you'll have first dibs, or it's very fluid. You can customize it however you want it. But I personally, if I have more than 10, I'm gonna do more than 10, just because I know that certain people do it in certain months as well. They might do it every other month, and they have first dibs on that number because they're a recurring customer for a mystery bag. It gets people intrigued with posting a theme. People love mystery and people love a theme. So I started doing polls, and you might be on my VIP page, you might not be, but I do these polls where for September, 3 years ago, I did apples or pumpkins, and I had the poll and saw how many people played along with me. I personally messaged them and said, hey, I am having a little special. Would you be interested? I didn't say it was connected to this poll, but it got me who would want pumpkin things and who would want apple things in their mystery bags if they did sign up. So it's kind of, getting your information that way. Also post previous mystery bag people. If you can get them posting the pictures of the previous mystery bag month, people love seeing what they got because every bag is different. People are wanting to know, oh, what'd you get in your mystery bag this month? So if you can get them posting their own pictures, people love seeing other pictures from other than you. It gets them excited and gets them kind of hooked for next month because they see what the other person got and is like, ooh, I might get something like that. If you continue doing mystery bags, be consistent. You want to be organized. I said at the beginning, this isn't for someone who just wants to throw everything together and just get it out there. If you have a system like everything else, if you have a follow-up system, if you have your birthday systems or whatever, this is going to be a system as well. You can follow up with your previous people by having that hard book of who did it last, who had what last. You don't want to do products that you have already given them as well. So if someone said you had a dish soap that you gave someone last month, you don't want to give them a dish soap this time. So having an Excel spreadsheet will help you know what you gave your repeat customers. And if they ask several months from now, hey, I had such and such smell in my mystery bag, you can look it up and give them what they had. So next, definitely map out your theme. I've talked to several people about mystery bags, and do some research. See what is going on that month. If it's next month is Honey Appreciation Month. I know Utah is super big in honey. So cater around that. Get those honey sticks. I've done honey sticks. I've done pumpkins and apples. I've done a school theme, and for September, I don't remember. October, I have a slide of what I did in October one year, but figure out your theme before you do it, because that kind of gauges where you're going to be. Give Me Candy, that scent of the month has honey in it. That is a scent in Give Me Honey or Give Me Candy. So I just based it around honey this next month. So when you choose a theme, you want to stick with it and be very direct. So they don't have to guess either. You can put a little note card and kind of jazz it up of, hey, your mystery bag theme is, and then have like honeybees and honey or flowers or apples, and so don't make them have to guess. Be very intentional in what you're doing. Shop at the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree, months ahead. October is one of the highest months in our season. And Dollar Tree had all of that stuff out 2 months ago, I believe. Christmas is already coming out. Thanksgiving is already coming out. So if you know you want to do this, start going to the Dollar Tree and figuring out, what is my theme going to be, and getting those things early on, because pickings get slim. Also, Amazon is going to be your friend. I can't say this enough. I have Amazon cart filled up with stuff that I know what I'm going to do, and I buy it that month. Dollar Tree, months ahead. Amazon, probably like a couple weeks before. And for those little extras that you do put into the mystery bags, you don't want to exceed your Scentsy product. You don't want to over, I think it's 10%. Make sure I'm right on that. I think it's don't overseed 10% of your Scentsy products that you have in your mystery bags. Always shop the sales that are on the Scentsy website. Especially this Monday is going to be our closeout. It's shop those sales. I mean, you can completely use those for I think it was wrapped. What is that mummy? That would be perfect for October's mystery bag for the mini warmers. The closeout, bundling and saving, the rewards, the clearance section. If you have a Scentsy club, breaking up that whiff box, if you exceed over $60, try to get the whiff box and then break it up and put it in different mystery bags. That is like, you're getting that for $15. It exceeds normally over $35 or more for the value of those boxes. That's dumb if you don't do that. And then yeah, definitely don't overspend, don't overthink of it. And this next slide is my example for the October mystery bags I did. I think it was last year. My theme was mummies. If you couldn't tell, I'm not doing my job right. I got these little guys, the little mummy wind up toys at the Dollar Tree. I got some Tootsie Roll. I think I got 2 bags of Tootsie Rolls, which were $1 a piece because it was last year, so it wasn't $1.25. But hand soap was in there. The little postcard that had the theme on it. The little buckets to put them in. And these, I will add, were my local. I do not put my stuff in big tubs or baskets if they are not local. I just put them in a bag and put them in a recycled box because I use Amazon all the time. I'm going to have and keep boxes and just repurpose those boxes. I do not get fancy boxes. I see them on the groups that people just get the pre-made boxes and then they stamp and make it all pretty. I have not had any issues of people being like, this is a recycled Amazon box. So been doing it for 3 years, no one's complained. So if you can save some money and recycle your boxes because you're already using Amazon, use your Amazon boxes for people who are not the local area. But these are the local people. All right. So Excel spreadsheets, I talked about it a little bit, but I have them where you have the product used, the contents in each bag, and the person who received them and which number they chose. I did take off a couple months ago which number they used because honestly, it doesn't really matter which number they choose because I look at the past bags of what they've had before and I'm not going to repeat that bag. So they can choose whatever number they want. It's a game. It's fun for them. It's competitive for them. And they try to get it. And that's the way to get your numbers out is people are trying to get those numbers. You, on the other hand, in the back office, okay, she chose number 3. Do. I'm going to give her some hand soap and et cetera, because she had a warmer last time. If you know what I'm getting at. Okay. Keep track of all of your receipts, especially the ones that are on your workstation. Print those receipts out because I, being an organized person, want to know exactly what I spent on that product versus what I'm selling it at retail. Your Excel spreadsheet will show, and I'll show you what I do in the next couple slides of how you balance your retail versus what you're doing it on the sale price versus your profit. So you do not want to go over, you don't want to overspend. This is about making money and getting your PRV up, but especially making money. So I also, let me see about my notes. Sorry, guys. You don't want to overlook the small things like ribbon. You've paid for that ribbon. You've paid for those bags. You've paid for, sometimes you're paying for the shredded paper. Count that in your spreadsheet because you are taking that out of your pocket and spending it on these mystery bags and you want to get that money back. You don't want to overthink it, but you don't want to not include that in there. It's the little things that kind of go up and then you're like, oh, I've spent way too much money on these. And that's not what you want to do. And the last is offering first dibs for a new number. for the past mystery bags. So your repeat customers, this is how I got all of my numbers taken by the 3rd of August, is offering, I have all of my previous customers in a book, offering July's customers first dibs on their numbers while you're getting their money. So they pay you the money for this coming month, and then be like, oh, you have first dibs on the number for next month if you want one. That's kind of like, oh, you paid your money, you get a number kind of thing. So, and they like having those first dibs because I haven't posted anything on my wall yet about next month's mystery bag, and they already have a number and they love it. Okay, so this is my spreadsheet now. So if you remember a couple slides ago, that basic, simple little spreadsheet, I've kind of expanded on it a little bit, as you can tell. This was in February. So I had 11 people sign up for February's mystery bags. What's in February? Valentine's Day. So people were buying for their loved ones, buying them for their gal pals. They were buying them for themselves. So this is before I upped my price, because as you see, the price for the mini warmer was still $20. So just keep in mind, my mystery bags are now $30 plus taxes, and plus shipping. It depends on where you're shipping from, etc. But this is what I do now, is I do all of my inventory, how many of my inventory I do, back, sorry, and then how much retail value they are, okay? So this $300 is the retail value of the mystery bags. That's pretty close of what I went over $3. Oh, shouldn't, but I did go $3. This is actually what I paid for them. So this is where your receipts come into play. If you have a good system of your receipts, you can go back and see how much you spent for sweet pea, blackberry, etc., etc. Some of the stuff you've gotten free, so you're going to make a profit of your mystery bags. So this is broken down, and then I actually have the names here. I've blocked them out so you guys can't tell who's gotten what. But then in that, you have what you've got given them in their mystery bags. So this person, I had a Valentine's wax bundle and dryer discs. Don't mind my DD means dryer discs. So the price of that was $25 plus taxes. Take your taxes. Do not forget to charge taxes, because you've been paid taxes, or you've charged taxes from Cincy. You want to get those taxes back because you've paid them already. Do your taxes of where you're at. That's what I do. It's 8.1 in Springfield, Missouri. It's a little high for where we're at, but don't forget about taxes. Shipping, it depends on I use Pirate Ship, and I have a Dymo printer. So I put in the box specs, I weigh it, I put in for Pirate Ship, and then I put right here the weight, the length, the width. That's my things for Pirate Ship. So I just have it right there, and then I can put it in. And then I put the shipping, and then what the total is with the shipping. And then if they've paid, I also keep a little spot beside them if they take another number for next month. So I have it on all together. Everything's all together. Anything? I hard copy, print this out. and put it in a binder so it's readily available for me to see if somebody said, hey, what did I have? Or what did they have last month? So I don't give it to them again. And definitely keep track of who has paid. You don't want to send something out when they haven't paid you. I also keep track of by their name what their preference of payment or app is. So I know what app to go on to send them their invoice. Some people just say, I'm going to do a Square invoice and do it that way and be done with it. I kind of cater to my customers and say, if you're doing Cash App, I'll send it Cash App and we can not have fees. I definitely don't do Venmo anymore, and I don't do PayPal because it is not cool because they charge a bunch of fees now. Anyway, questions, and I'll.
Stacy, there were some questions on the chat. The first one was from Jennifer, and she said, do you only do these local? But I think that was before you showed the picture of the buckets and the other ones. Related to that, Megan asked if you ship in a padded flat rate envelope. I think you said you ended up using
Amazon boxes. Yep, okay. I recycle.
Okay.
I don't buy extra stuff. Like if party packs and all of that will fit in one of those bags. But these, you can do your cleaner. You can do like, I think it's a 9 by 8 by 8 is what you can fit your cleaner or a washer with tub in. But yeah, I recycle everything.
The teacher in me thanks you. And then how do you word when you ask your customers to post the picture of what they got? How do you word that?
Brag and tag.
Brag and tag.
Brag and tag.
Okay. And then Monica asked, what is the best way to take payments if you don't have Venmo? You mentioned Cash App.
Cash App, yes. Cash App is very good. Zelly, I take Facebook Pay as well. Some people are kind of iffy about it. I also have an Apple. So if Apple to Apple, you can do payments through that. Mm-hmm. But Cash App is your best bet if anybody has an Android or a Samsung or Apple. They download and sync up their bank, and you can do it that way, and it's no charge of fees yet.
Perfect. Okay, that was everything that was in chat. If anyone else has any questions, you can tag Stacy on the Heaven Sent page, and she is always happy to answer everyone's questions. She answers mine all the time. Yeah.
Thank you, Stacy. I loved it. And yes, I really love the taking advantage of the clearance, taking advantage of host rewards, whatnot, because that's a great way, like you said, to make extra money. So it's a great way. And I think the biggest thing is people get fearful of starting it. I think once you start it and try it, because it's just seems a little overwhelming at first, but I think if you try it, they will really realize, you know what, this wasn't too bad, and look what I made and whatnot. And it's kind of fun too. So give it a try it a few times. I always say, as I've said 100 times, don't try it once, don't try it twice, try it 3 times before you say, okay, this isn't for me or it's too much. It's always good to try things 3 times because we all have failures at first, and it takes time, especially with mystery bags, to kind of build your customer base, and people, as they get them and they do the brag and tags, others want them, and it gets it growing. So the longer you do it, the more interest you get. So give it a try.
Like I said, when I first started it, 3 years in September, I only had 8 people sign up. You can't just like give up on 8 people. That's a good amount. Like I know Lindsay just started doing it this month and had a bunch of people be like, hey, what are these mystery bags? Like you're getting those hooks. And then the more they talk about it, the more they post about it, people get intrigued and are grabbing those numbers.
Yeah, I know another, I think she's a director. She's been doing host or mystery bags for a while, and I think she gets hundreds a month. People love them, but it's
like
grown.
that's daunting.
Yeah.
And it gets to be work on you, like, oh, I this isn't fun anymore. It's just like 10 is like the sweet spot of 10 times $30 is your 300 mark, you know, and that's more than halfway as your a leader for a party. So yeah. I'd rather have fun than not have fun doing 100 of them.
Totally makes sense. 100 sounds overwhelming, but yes. I don't know. She likes it, so who knows? Anyway, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And I think that is all the questions. So